Good morning, friends. Welcome on this International Yoga Day, second day for our yoga series. Also, today uh, we have a International Father's Day. All are celebrating. So, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. We have two wonderful personality with us, Ajay Singh Shekhawat ji and CA Sejal Wagela Shekhawat. Would like to request Ajay Singh Shekhawat ji to brief about the yoga and its benefit. Over to you, Ajay ji.
Thank you, Priya. Namaste and a very bright and cheerful morning to all of you. Firstly, wishing all a very happy International Yoga Day from both Sejal and myself. We thank each one of you for being part of this International Yoga Day celebration today by joining us from different parts of the country through the online yoga session, wonderfully coordinated by Virat Shah. As we move ahead, I would like to take you for a small brief of yoga. What is yoga? For most of us, yoga is all about the movements of the parts of the body called as asanas. However, it has a much more deeper meaning and fact attached with it. Yoga is not just only about the asanas, but more importantly, it is also a medium that takes us through the spiritual journey of life, making a difference. The roots of yoga can be traced back thousands of years, originating in India, and Maharshi Patanjali was the first one to document it 5,000 years back, in which he had depicted about the Ashtanga Yoga, meaning the 8 limbs of yoga, namely
Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, and Samadhi.
Now, to briefly summarize this all, yoga is a classifying process of soul. And I know you all are getting a bit more impatient. And from here, I would like to hand it over to Sejal, my wife, for the action. Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for being here, waking up early and joining us for this session. So namaste everyone, and we would like to begin with prayer first and then the Omkar chanting. So for prayer, sit down in a cross-legged position. Keep your spine straight. Roll your shoulders back and lift your chest. Do not let your abdomen drop in down. Take a smooth and deep breath. Drop your, first bring your palms together. Thumbs to the heart center. Drop your upper eyelid to the lower eyelid and close your eyes. Take a smooth breath. With the deepest gratitude to our gurus, we will begin with the prayer. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Keep your eyes closed, friends. Take a deep breath. Focus on your breath because we want to be centered on our mats before we begin our asana practice. Leaving all the worries behind because this 1 hour is for you, for yourself, for your body, mind, and spirit. Now, when we do the Omkar chanting, we will take a deep breath first, and while we chant, we will exhale out the air. we have to pronounce a, u, and ma as a part of o. A movement of A should begin from your abdominal region, U should begin from your lungs, from your heart region, and Ma should sound the vibration in your head like a honeybee to give a very meditative effect. Okay, so again, just take a deep breath for Omkar chanting. Meditate on the sounds of, on the vibrations of the Omkar, and slowly open your eyes, and let's begin our practice with Surya Namaskar first. Okay, so everyone will come up on the mat. So Surya Namaskar is a good way to energize your day, to start your day. It is also a good cardio exercise because many of us complain that through yoga they cannot reduce their weight. Sometimes people practice Surya Namaskar, but they find that it's very boring or big. The reason they find boring is because they do it without any awareness, without any awareness about the alignment, without knowing the benefits, without attaining the correct postures of the Surya Namaskar. So today I will try to bring the correct alignment and focus on the breathing on this practice. So let's begin. For Surya Namaskar, we have to go to the edge of the mat. Do not stay on the side of the mat. Go to the edge of the mat. Join your palms. Inhale and raise your both the hands up. So when you raise your both the hands up, you have to lift from your side ribs, all the way from side ribs up to your fingers. So extend your spine, extend your spine. So this is also a beautiful way to stretch your body. And now keep the heart lifted, bend forward. So now I know that most of you wouldn't be touching down into the floor. So what you have to do? You can stay here. It's not necessary to go down. And while you do a forward fold, make sure that you fold from your hip flexor. Do not roll your back like a camel hump. Then you are flexing your spine too much and you are losing the benefit of this stretching. So you can stay here. Bring your buttocks up in line with your heels. Now, many of us would still like to go down. In that case, you can bend your knees first. Bend your knees and take your hands down. And now extend your spine. You see, I'm not rounding my spine. I'm still taking my spine straight at all the time. So keep your spine straight, and you can bend your knees. Now, those who feel bit comfortable can slowly straighten your knees. Slowly. Take a deep breath. And furthermore, if this is your limit, stay in here. And finally, keeping your legs straight, taking your head down. Take your right leg back. Asva Sanchalan. So for this position, we will extend right leg back to the maximum and then put your knees down. Now be careful. While you extend your right leg back, your left leg position should not change. Left leg knee should stay on your heels, just in line with your leg. It should not go like this. Your knee should not go beyond your ankles as well. So just keep in one straight line and allow this part of your leg to stretch because whole day we keep sitting. So by doing this posture, we get the benefit of stretching into the hip flexors because that is the region we also store most of the stress. And look up finally. Now tuck your toes and slowly take your left leg back. Because this is first round of sun salutations, I would like you to know all the alignments rather than doing wrong entirely. Now this is the plank posture. Many of us do plank postures, but the mistake we commit with the plank posture is we drop down our stomach like this. So no, then you will have the back pain. So keep your stomach in lifted. And now take your both the knees down, relax your breaths, and chest between your both the hands below. Your buttocks will remain up. This is called a strong position because 8 parts of your body are touching to the floor. This is also the positions, you know, like when we go to the temples and we say that we are doing a stand dandasana and we pray to our God. So this is the same posture we adopt here. Okay, this is a stand. And from here, we take the body weight on our palms and hands, and from here we go to Urdhva Svanasana. So this position would sound like a cobra, like a cobra rising up. So for that, you have to roll your shoulders back, lift your chest, push your hands firmly into the floor, which will help you to lift it up and drop your head back. Again, tuck your toes. This is untuck. Tuck your toes and go into Adho Svanasana. Now, friends, this is very important posture called Adho Svanasana because it works on all part of your body. And doing this posture is also a good way to say hello body, good morning. So those who cannot touch your heels to the floor, they can keep your heels lifted up, no worries. Also here in this posture, they can keep the knees bent and allow the spine to stretch. This will definitely give a good stretch to your spine. And gradually you can straighten your knees if you wish. And you finally take your chest towards your thighs. From here, we again take our right leg back, so lift your right leg back a bit and slowly take your right leg forward. And now for many of you, it would be difficult to take right leg forward while extending the left leg because of the shortness in this muscle. But keep practicing and gradually it will open. So extend your left leg back, put the knees down, uncurl your toes. Right leg, knee and ankle both in straight line and look up finally. And from here, take your left leg forward. We are again back to the forward fold. But be sure that you do not have to round our back like this, okay? So keep your back straight, straight, straight. And maybe you can bend your knees like this. And do a normal inhalation, normal exhalation. And from here, take both the hands up, extend from your side ribs, and lift your chest up. And namaskar. And both the hands to the sides. Okay, friends. So this is the one round of Surya Namaskar having 12 steps. You can feel that effect of 12 steps just in one round on your all parts of the body because it utilizes and recruits all bigger and smaller muscles of your body while you perform this sun salutations. And I would like to say that today is a really nice day to practice sun salutations because in India today is a solar eclipse also. So really it's like saluting our sun to the one who is the source of energy. So have that feeling when you are doing sun salutations today and you will have a different experience. Okay, so we are going to do 3 rounds of sun salutations. Those who are tired with the one round because they might not have done before can take a break or maybe join after one round. Okay, we will begin with the second round. Both the hands to the chest Inhale, take a deep breath. Exhale, go down into the forward fold and the knees bend or hands to the same bone. Now take your left leg back and chest up. You can keep your knees either on the floor or depending upon your capacity. And from here we will go into the plank. Keep your stomach in. Knees down, chest down between your both hands. Your buttocks will remain up. Inhale, go into Urdhva Mukh. But many of us have a tendency to drop your head down like this, and that's why they go out of breath. Just extend your neck. Do not drop your neck like this. If you crunch your neck, then you will go out of your breath. And from here, go into Urdhva Mukh Svanasana. Now, take your right leg forward. Left leg forward. Inhale, take your both hands up. Join your hands and put the hands to the side and take a normal breath. Again, last round, third round. Join your both hands. Take your hands up in Urdhva Hastasana. Very important. While you bend into this posture, you should not bend from your lower back. Just use your upper back. If you bend from here, because this is already very flexible and fragile part of our spine. So you should not use this part at first. Initiate the movement from your chest region, or rather just stay upright rather than going back. So you see, I'll lift my chest and I roll my shoulders back, and I'll just use the frontal arm. Exhale, go down. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, go into plank. Those who are courageous and wants to practice the side plank, this I would advise only those who are practicing yoga. So take your right hand to the center, others please stay into the plank position and go towards your right for a side plank. 3, 2, 1, and come back to the center. And now take your left hand to the center and twist towards your right. 3, 2, 1. Keep lifting your hips and come to the center. Back to the side plank, back to the plank. Knees down, chest down. Inhale, Urdhva Mukh. Exhale, Adho Mukh Svanasana. Take your right leg forward. Keep your legs in one line. You can extend your left leg back and put the knee down and chest up. And from here, left leg forward. And inhale, take your other hand up. Slowly your body will gain that flexibility to go back. So in the first round, always be softer. Gradually your body will automatically attain the positions desired for the asanas. Okay, so this is the traditional Surya Namaskar which we do as the Hatha Yoga. From generations to generations, like people in old times used to do 108 Surya Namaskar. at every change of season. Now also more women people world over do 108 Surya Namaskar to give a tribute sometimes or also for the physical benefits of a weight loss and giving a cardio boost to your body. As you saw that in third round, we also took a side plank. So this is how you can also modify sun salutations. If you think that doing just one kind of sun salutation is very repetitive and very boring for you. All right. Now, those who are a bit more courage here, I would have one more variation of the sun salutation, which is sun salutation A. We will do 2 rounds of this. The reason I'm doing this, introducing a bit more variations because I know, friends, that you are all joining from different parts of the country and with all kinds of age group and with all kinds of physical fitness. So I want to offer something for everyone. So I know that it might not fit your fitness maybe or for some of you it might make an interest depending upon their fitness level. So please adapt to your needs. So join your hands, raise your both the hands up and go into forward fold. Now from here, in a normal Hatha Surya Namaskar, we take our right leg back, but here we don't want to do that. Here, we have to jump back. So for jumping back, bend your knees first, put your palms down like this with all the 5 fingers wide open. So put your palms down, transfer the weight on your palms, and you have to make your legs light, transfer the weight on your palms, and from there, just lift your legs, jump back. Now, those who cannot jump back, I will offer a modification. They can just step back like this. But even that is a good way. And now from here, we go to the plank and we do kind of chaturanga dandasana, which is similar to push-up positions. So like this, but I know that many of you cannot do it. So maybe you keep your knees down and just take your chest like this. And from here, go into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Again, tuck your knees. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And bend your knees. Transfer the weight on your hands. So jump forward. Okay. Walk forward. And take your both the hands up and down. Now, as you can see, the traditional way of doing Surya Namaskar has more elements of a flexibility, while this sun salutations has a more element of a building a flexibility, building a strength element to your practice. That's why I'm introducing your second version. We will do 2 more rounds, but if you get tired, you can take a rest. Join your hands. Take your both the hands up. Go into forward fold. Look up, bend your knees, transfer the weight on your hand, and jump back into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. While you jump back or jump forward, make sure that you are not throwing your body, but you are keeping a good control of your body through your hands and through your core. Now, time to do chaturanga. Either you can do like this, or you can do like this. And Urdhva Mukha. Now, this movement will be very swift because I know that many of us cannot hold longer into chaturanga danda or push-up position. Urdhva Mukha, Adho Mukha, and again time to jump forward. Be sure that you do not throw your body, but keep a good control of your body. Relax yourself here, and take your both the hands up and to the sides. Last round. Both the hands up. Go into a forward fold. Look up Bend your knees, jump back, go into push-up very quickly. Urdhva Mukh, Adho Mukh, and forward fold. Inhale and release. While we practice this posture, you can just raise your hand because it is not about building your flexibility, so you do not need to go back into Urdhva Hastasana. Alright, friends. So this is about sun salutations. Maybe on a daily basis, you can, those who are doing for the first time, they can start with 1, 2, or 3, or 4, 5 rounds of the sun salutations. Gradually, they should build up to 12 rounds in a slow and focused manner. Gradually, then we go to 24, 36, 52, and 108 over the time. Alright, so we will begin with our standing pose. So our first posture for today is Trikonasana. So because that is one of the foundational pose in your standing pose practice. Now friends, I would like to show you one more prop which I use in my Ayurveda yoga practice, and this kind of props are very helpful for your practice, because for some reason if you are not able to reach down, take your hands down, this will definitely aid a lot in your practice. So maybe not today you have access to these blocks, but for example, if you have any thick book or any such things like old yellow page directory, you can use this block. All right. So I will just introduce that how to use this block. So first for Trikonasana, you take a wide 3.5 feet distance between your both the legs. Traditionally, we always start from our right side. So take your right leg out 90-degree full, left leg only 85-degree in. But when you take your right leg out, don't do your body like this. Okay, your body will still remain straight. Your upper part of your body will still remain straight to the front. Okay, because we only want to strengthen the lower part of your body. Now we have to go to our right side and take our hands to the feet. So for that, I know that many of us cannot reach our toes down. Anyways, doing this posture is not the purpose that we should take our hands to our toes down there. It is for the stretch. Wherever you reach, it's fine. So now from here, extend your both the hands, roll your shoulders down, lift your chest, and as if someone is pulling you from your right side, as if someone is pulling you from your right side, extend your hand, extend, 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 and be careful that you do not drop your left side of your chest down. So extend, extend, extend. So if you do not have block, it's okay. You can stay here and feel the stretch here. Now push this portion up, up, okay, up, up, up. Chest also moving up. For example, I have access to block, so I will use the block and I will press my hand into the block, and usually this gives me maximum stretch on my side joints and in this region. So on the side of the chest and the ribs. Some of you might also feel intense pain on your inner groins. Allow that pain to feel. You can bend your knees for a while and then straighten it back again. And from here, raise your left hand up. 3, 2, 1, and come back. And slowly we will change the position of the leg to the left side. So my right leg comes in, my left leg goes out. Now at this side I want to be using block so as to show you that how to do it without block as well. So now if someone is pulling from your left side, extend, 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 extend. If I'm reaching here, I will just do like this. Now do not drop your body like this. Lift your chest. Lift your chest. This portion should be vertical. Lift, Put the hands in one line. Extend your hands. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up with inhalation. Take your legs, both your legs are in straight line now, and join your legs. Okay, friends. So this was a triangle pose, and you would have felt good stretch on the inner side of your legs and the outer side of your side ribs and waist and the hip joints. All right. Now the next posture we are going to do is a warrior two, which is called Virabhadrasana. So this is the name itself suggests that it is bit intense posture. So here in this posture, we will take bit more wider distance than what we took last time because we have to make an angle with our legs. So for example, last time you took 3 feet distance, here you will take 3.5 feet distance or 4 feet distance. Now for this, you take your right leg out. You said that my legs are a bit more wider, right? So accordingly also you adjust it. My right leg goes out. My left leg is bit in 85 degree. My frontal body is still in the straight line. Both the pelvic heads are head, front to me. And now bend your right leg. So I know that for this one it requires the flexibility on your inner groins and in your inner thighs. So you will be feeling a good stretch over here. So if this is your age, stay here. But those who can go a bit more, try to make your thighs bit parallel to the mat. You see. And now from here, raise your both the hands up and roll your shoulders back, just lifting up and look at the frontal middle finger of your right hand and extend your hand in the opposite direction as if someone is pulling your hands from both the sides. Like BKS Iyengar, who is used to be one of the famous yoga personality, he used to tell us that if you perform and if you stay in this asana for 3 minutes each side, it will give you the benefit of walking as much as you walk for 45 minutes. So that is the power of this asana has. Now we take our left leg out, like same what we did right leg bit in. First, we keep our hands on the waist. Don't move your waist towards your left side. Keep your body straight. That's why I'm asking you to keep your hands on the waist so that your body remains straight in one line. And bend your left leg. Try to take it to 90 degrees if possible. And from here, extend your both the hands out to the side. 5. Look at the middle finger of your left hand. 4. 3. Those who feel a bit pain, you can come back and come down like this. Do it more. Do more repetitions of taking your leg up and down. And slowly we release this asana and take your both the hands, both the legs together. Come back to the center. Taking ahead this asana a bit more. The next asana is also in this line. Take a bit more wide distance. Take your right leg out. Take 3.5 feet because we are going to make an angle. Now, here also keep your hand on the waist. Bend your right leg. Bend your right leg. Bend your right leg. Bend your right leg. Now here we have to try to bend from our right chest. So what I am going to do, I am going to extend my right side. Extend. Keeping my left side chest lifted up. Keeping my hands here and I'll twist. I'll twist all the way from here to here from my hip joint so that my body comes in the upward rotation. Elbows supported on the thighs. And from here, take your hands up. If you feel balanced, you can look into your middle fingers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly come back. And we do it on the other side. left side. Take your both the hands. Okay, keep your both the hands on the waist. Actual way to start this is like keeping your hand extended, but because I want you to do it correctly with the alignment, just keep our hands on the waist, bend it, bend your left side of leg at 90 degrees. Make sure that your knees should not go beyond your ankles. Okay, do not take your body still with you. And now extend your body from your right side of your waist, bend. And as you see that I am rotating my chest, I am not dropping, otherwise there is no benefit of doing this asana, right? So I'll extend, stand, stand, and now stand your hand, right hand through your ears. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly we come back and join your hands. Friends, the last asana in the standing series today I'll take is forward fold, wide leg forward fold. So here, take a 3.5 feet distance between your both the legs. Keep your hands on the waist. Your both the legs toes point facing forward. And from here, look forward. Now let's read it in a forward fold. We have to bend from our hip flexors, not from our spine. Keep your spine long and elongated. So fold forward. Keep your buttocks in line with your hips. Fold forward, forward. As you can see, I am looking forward, far away from me. I am not looking down, okay? Because that will change all the alignment. Okay, if you think it is too intense for your legs, stretch here. It's okay, you stay here. And you take your hands down. Take a deep breath, take a normal breath. Allow your body to relax. And from here, those who can go more into that, they can go there. Otherwise, some of you can stay here as well. So try to take your heads down, down. You can take your hands back if you feel balanced. Down, 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 and drop your head at the end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come up and relax. Those who cannot do Sirsasana, or some of you would like to have the benefit of doing Sirsasana, this is actually a half Sirsasana because your upper body goes into inverted position and your head gets all the blood flow. So this is really good, good asana in lieu of Sirsasana. Alright friends, now we will sit down and we will do bit of core asanas. So many of ladies and maybe people from all the age group mostly ask that what we should do for the core fat here, or they have more fat, their whole body is fine but they just have fat deposits here. So they always ask me what they should do. So okay, in the first place, we will do some core burning asanas. But that by doing this asana, it is not assured that you will lose the fat here. It will only help you to lose the fat. But to reduce the fat from your abdomen region, that is about the lifestyle. You have to eat healthy food, nutritious food, less oily, less fatty, less rice, all of which we already know. And also to lose fat, it is not necessary that you target only this region because fat can be deposited in any part of the body, and to burn that fat, any form of cardio. But if I talk about yoga, especially the Surya Namaskar and the continuous movement of the asanas are very helpful. Okay, so do not be mistaken that you should only focus on core for reducing your fat here on the core exercises. Okay, all right. So we will start with our core asanas. Before we begin, if you want to just extend his legs out, because we will do Janu Sirsasana, that is bit of relaxing posture. So extend your right leg out and left leg besides your right leg inner thigh. And now rotate your body rotate your chest towards your right leg. Make sure that the center part of your chest is in line with your right leg, And from here, fold forward. I know many of you cannot reach beyond this point, but it's okay. Stay here. Or maybe if you feel that you have more flexibility to go forward, gradually you can grab your toes and go a bit more forward, go forward. As I said, you in a forward fold, it's very important to keep the gaze forward, 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 and gradually drop your head. 3, 2, 1, and relax. And take your both the hands up. You will change the position of the legs. Left leg out. Take your chest to the center of your left leg. Raise your both the hands. Extend from your side ribs and fold forward. If you cannot reach here, it's okay. You can bend your knees and take your hands to your chest like this. That is there is no option. Okay, you can stay here. It's also fine. So fold forward. Keep looking forward. Now that I'm feeling that my breaths are settled, I have more space to go forward. I'll gradually take my knees down and I'll go forward. And slowly come up. Come back. Now, traditionally, all of us know that there is one good asana for the core is to lie down. In yesterday's session also Deepika has already shown you this asana, but still I would like to take this asana in today's session also because this is really a classical and excellent way of working on your core. So lie down. Many of the ladies know that doing this asana is very helpful for your core. Now, those who have a back pain or those who have never done any kind of core exercise, advise to take your face, make a fist with your hand and put it below your lower back. On those who has more strength, can keep your hands open like this, supported on the floor. And from here, first you may start with your one leg up and down, one leg up and down. But this way I'm showing only for the beginners, those who want to start practicing. Okay. For today's session, I will ask you to take over the legs up. One, inhale, exhale, take over the legs down. While taking over the legs down, it is very important that you keep your lower back in contact with the floor. Do not allow your lower back to lift. Otherwise, you might have a back pain. So keep your lower back all the time glued to the floor. We will begin with this again and we will do 8 counts of this, taking legs up and down. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Do it slowly. Do not throw your legs like this. 1, 2. Last 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And take you put the hands up wherever you reach. Here, wherever. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly take your legs down and relax. Now, all of you come up and sit down back again. So there are many variations of the exercise which we did while we were lying down. Like you can really swing your legs and make a O with the both of your legs and all that thing. You can really experiment. Now, one of very classical asana defined in the yoga, the old time, ancient time is a boat pose, Naukasana. So I know that many of us will not have the strength to perform the Naukasana, but I will show you the variations of the Naukasana. So to attain that, we will just do the half boat pose. So to do that, just you have to lift your heels first and stay balanced here. Keep your thighs close to your stomach. If you feel balanced here, or maybe you can grab your ankles if you have the flexibility. If you feel balanced here, those who are not able to balance here can go to the wall so that they can lean back a bit on the wall. Take your both the legs up. Half board. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And take your both the legs down. You know that you will have this core muscle engagement in here in this posture. We will try the second variation of this. Here in this variation, either you can hold your big toes or you can hold your ankles and stay balanced on your buttock bone like I am showing. One by one, just fast lift your heels. Halfway here. Take a deep and over breath. Stay focused at one point and take your both the legs up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly take your legs down. Friends, we are doing, this was all about balancing and attaining the strength. Now we will do third variation of this board pose. Here in this posture, we'll first lift our legs, which probably Deepika ji has also showed yesterday, and take your legs up and keep your hands to the sides. Those who can do a bit more, take your hands to the front. 5, 4, keep your back straight. 3, 2, 1. And slowly come back to the center. There are many more things to do about this both poses, but these are really basics. If it is done on a daily basis for 2 to 5 minutes, it will really help you for a good posture, for making your muscles strong here as well. Now, I know that all of our core muscles are tired here, so we'll do a bit of twisting. So, for twisting, take your right leg in towards your right leg heel in towards your inner right leg, left leg extended, and now take your right hand back, keep it in the center of your body, and you can rotate like this. Rotate your left chest by side of your right leg. If you have a more fat in your thigh region or a abdomen region, you may have some difficulty, but it's okay to start somewhere. And from here, if you think that your knees are near to your chest, you can take your left hand in and rotate more. So now to rotate, it is important that your spine stays straight up. So push your right hand into the floor, which will help you to keep your spine straight and keep your left leg active. Do not make it dormant because we are using our upper body. And rotate and look back. 3, 2, 1. And slowly change the sides. Right leg goes out, left leg comes in. Left hand going at the back. Raise your right hand and take it in. Press your left hand into the floor. Make your spine straight and rotate. 3, 2, inhale and straighten your spine once again. 1. Slowly release. This will help to mobilize the muscles of our upper body, which in our daily life we are not doing, because in our daily life we don't have to use we don't have to twist so much. We don't have such like a task where we needed to twist. So doing twist is a very important. Okay friends, now we will go a bit more towards the back bend to open our heart, because like in today's time of coronavirus, it is everyone is asking that what they should do for a corona. So while doing this heart opening asanas, we are going to maximize the capacity of our lung, which probably has the more capacity to take more air in, more oxygenated inhalations. So how to achieve that? So we will try doing some of the shoulder flexibility and back bend asanas. So friends, for with me right now, I have this belt. But if you don't have this kind of belt, maybe you can grab anything, this kind of dupatta or towel or scarf or anything which you may have with you. Because I have this belt, I will show with this belt. Maybe I'll give you a 30-second pause. If you have something around to grab, please grab it. In the meanwhile, I'll just stand up for this asana. All right, we can begin with this one. Now, you have to hold this one bit wider than your shoulder width because shoulder width is this. Okay, but we are going to hold bit wider than the shoulder width. So maybe 2 feet distance. Hold it like this. Now I move. This is for the shoulder flossing. Like we floss our teeth. This is also very good for the health of the shoulder because our shoulders and back also stores a lot of tension. So we'll start with this. Use your keep a distance of 2 feet and inhale and take your both the hands up. If you feel tight here, you can reduce the distance and slowly take your hands down. Now again inhale and exhale. Now if you think that it is too easy or too difficult, for example, if it is too easy, then you can reduce the gap between your strands. If it is too difficult, you can increase the gap. So we will start with this. Inhale. Now lift your chest as you inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now you should see that while you take your hands up, you do not need to bend your elbows. If you are bending your elbows, that means that you are tilting into the posture. That means that you have to take a wider distance. Because I'm not able to see you all right now, I'm not able to adjust you, but please stay within your limits. Otherwise, you may have a risk of pulling your muscles. So please stay within your limits. We will do next 3 rounds. Because for me, this shoulder width distance is the correct distance. So I will take this distance. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And slowly release your shoulders. Now you are experiencing much more freedom in your shoulders, smooth breath, right? So you can do this on a daily basis. There is no harm in doing this practice. Now, friends, if you have a ball closer to you, I would like to take this ball, mat much right near to the wall. All right. Because we are going to stretch our upper region through the help of the wall. In our body, you must be knowing that we have chakras in our body, the center of energy, right? The vortex of energy through which the energy is channelized. So one of the chakra is Anahata chakra, which is the heart chakra, lies in here. So by doing this practice, we will also open our and vitalize our Anahata chakra here. It has tremendous benefit. So what we can do is take a 1 foot distance from the wall. Both the feet firmly pressing to the ground. Inhale and take your both the hands up. Extend, 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 extend. Extend from your side flips. Now What do you have to do? You have to keep your buttocks over your heels. You don't have to move your buttocks when you go forward. Buttocks will stay in line with your heels. So take your hands to the wall. You cannot see my hand up. Maybe I'll go a bit away. So take your hand to the wall. So as you can see that, cup your fingers, and continuously keep pushing your buttocks back, in line with your heels. Buttocks push it back in line with your heels. And now you have to take your chest, this middle portion, in towards the wall. But again, I would tell you, stay within your limits. If you are able to do this much only, it's fine. It will nicely open your armpits and chest region. So stay here. Gradually, you can flatten your palms on the wall and take your chest fully in. Allow your armpits to go in. 5, 4, 3. Maybe you can bend your knees for a while to ease up the stretch and straighten it. Last 2, 1. And slowly release. Friends, you must be feeling nice openness in your chest. You will feel like you don't have to make effort to breathe with this posture. So this posture also I advise you to do it on a daily basis because, for example, a lot of us, like being in a chartered accountant field, keep sitting at desk and operating our computers, and while we operate our computer or mobile, we have a tendency to roll our shoulders forward. Like for me, I was the one who used to sit like this with a forward hunching shoulders. So doing this kind of posture will definitely help you to align your body correctly. All right. Taking this backward bend bit more into the details. The last one which we are going to do is with the help of brick. If you don't have brick, you can use the pillow or a bolster you may have at the home. So what we're gonna do with this one is sit straight, take your legs forward. Now you will have to adjust the break because we want to align our chest on the breaks. So what we have to do? Recline. Take your palms down and back, recline. Recline on your elbows, on your forearms. And I think that I am able to position my chest over the brick correctly. If not, then come back up again and go down. And slowly put your chest down on the brick. And those who are finding it intense can stay here and take a deep breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So to deepen this breath, you may take your both the hands up, hold it, and allow your hands to hang loose at the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly take your hands back up and take your head up and come up. So now you can really experiment a lot with the height of the brick or the bolster or the pillow or over the bed. You can really do this posture. Like you can put the bolster in a vertical position and you can lay your spine on the bolster and lie down with the hands open. It will really give you a good calm and relaxing feeling. All right, friends. So we have enough opened our shoulders and the chest. So now the next posture, which is a bit intense, we will do camel pose. So for a camel pose, we are not going to try maybe the full camel pose. Maybe I will show you, but not necessary to try because there is a risk of getting injured. So just stay within your limits. So roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest up, 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 up. So you can stay here and drop your head finally. Or those who are balance just a bit more, can take your hands down, one hand at a time. Others, please stay there in the half camel pose. And slowly come up. So this is also a good posture to correct your body alignment. Now, the last posture in our backward bend will do Urdhva Dhanurasana. Again, if you have a pillow, or mostly I would advise you to keep the pillow. So I don't have pillow right now, but yeah, I don't have pillow around, but I will show you with the brick. So keep the brick, bend at your abdomen, and lie down. Take a deep breath. Now bend your legs one by one. Hold it. Hold the ankles. One leg first. Other leg first. Take a deep breath. Now push your legs back. 5. Hold it your chest. 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly release. So that was all about backward bend, friends. Just the last 2 asanas we will do for today's session. I know we are going out of time. So we'll do a forward fold. So I know Deepika has yesterday already showed you this asana, but this is one of the good asana to wind down from the back bend, because some of you might be experiencing a bit of backache or back pain a bit too intense. So this is a good way to relax your body. So you can just flap your legs, toes pointing to each other. Those who has a openness in your groin and inner thighs can go forward. You can stay here. You can extend your hands one by one. Those who are already reaching here can bend your knees, bend your elbows. And like a baby butterfly, you can take your palms and support your head on your palms. This will be much more relaxing. If you feel relaxed and you're comfortable, you can go forward a bit more. 3, extend, keep extending, do not hunch your back down. 2, 1, and come up. So you would be feeling nice stretch here on your back after doing the back bend. Now the last asana which I am going to show you is a wide leg forward fold. These asanas are very good for ladies because this gives nice stretch to the internal organs in the abdominal region. So keeping a right leg as per your comfort. I know sitting in this itself is a challenge. So maybe you can stay here and walk slowly forward. Like I showed you in a butterfly pose, you can go bit by bit. I don't have time, otherwise I would have really taken you very slowly into this posture so that you can optimize the benefit of this. So I have to speed up a bit. And you can lay your elbows down here. You can make a baby white leg forward fold here. Those who can reach down further can go down and until just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly come up. Now, I know that many of you would not have the open legs. So for that, what you can do is you can go to the wall and you can open your legs like this. You can sit, you can read a book, you can do your mobile, and you can really sit like this for a long time. If you want to put flexibility and openness in your legs, and try to take your buttocks up and in, up and in. and then just up and in. All right, friends. So we'll come back on the session. I wanted to take a pranayam also with you, but maybe I'm running out of time because it's last 15 minutes and probably I'll leave it up to you and Virag that if we have time to take some pranayam. Otherwise, I will end the session now. So we'll do an Omkar chanting at the end of the session. Again, roll your shoulders back. Keep your eyes closed. Join your hands. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Om. Join your hands. Slowly release. All right. Virag, I hand over the session to you for any questions our attendees might have.
Thank you so much. Wonderful session. Few questions we have. One question
Yeah.
from Triloknath ji. Some exercise for
Yes.
senior.
Sorry, some exercise was?
Some exercise for senior citizen. Because you have shown some advanced features, advanced yoga. So for
Okay.
senior, how they can.
Okay. Yeah, actually, for a seniors, that's why I try to show more variations of this practice. Like I have started with the Surya Namaskar, sun salutation. I showed that how it can be modified to your needs. Make it bit slow. And for a senior practitioner, I would advise that you do a Iyengar yoga practice. I'm not sure from which city you are, but Iyengar yoga practice is the best practice I would recommend for a senior teachers because they use props like this and they use props like this, like a yoga belt and a break. So it would be really helpful to perform the same postures with this prop. So that is the best advice I can give you.
Thank you. One more question. Hello, Sejal. Need to know within how much time you have learned such advanced level of yoga. It's very much appreciate that being CA, you are dedicated to maintain fitness. Thank you. It's from
Okay,
Chaitanya
if I
Maheshwari from Indore.
sorry.
It is question, comment from Chaitanya Maheshwari ji from Indore.
Okay. All right. Okay, Chaitanya. See, if I talk about myself, I had started this practice 5 years back. Obviously, being a beginner, I was not very regular and committed to the practice. So I just started with 2 days or 3 days in a week. And gradually, as you go deeper into the practice, you will be more regular and committed to your practice. But to start with, it is necessary that you spend at least 20 or 30 minutes of time in your practice on a daily basis or at least 3 times in a day. And the best thing is to do your practice at the start of the day, first thing in the morning. If you cannot do it at the start of the day, it's okay. You can do it at the evening also. But make sure that you make yourself available on the mat. That is very important because I'm sure that all of us have at least 30 minutes of time. Not every day we feel like doing any intense asana. Some of the day we may need to slow down. So on that day, if you just do sun salutation or some breathing would also be helpful.
Yeah, thank you.
I can already see some question coming for the blood pressure.
Yes,
Or maybe
yes.
yeah. Okay. For blood pressure, you need to be very careful. While you have a high blood pressure, you need to be very careful with the asanas. You need to slow down a bit. Like आपको sun salutation करने हैं, but थोड़ी slow speed से करने हैं. Those who want to reduce their weight or वो जो optimal health में है, they can intensify the speed of the sun salutations or any yoga movement or any yoga flow. And another thing which a blood pressure patient can do is doing a lot of forward fold. जो हमने जैसे किया था कि एक लेग एक्सटेंड करके जानो, शीर्षासन, वाइट लेग फॉरवर्ड फोल्ड, तो वो सारे आप पोस्चर्स कर सकते हो ब्लड प्रेशर के टाइम पे, बिकॉज दैट टाइम योर हेड विल बी लोअर देन योर हार्ट, सो यू विल गेट द बेनिफिट ऑफ दैट. ओके, एनी मोर क्वेश्चंस विराट?
हमारे साथ डॉक्टर बिगानी जी है. बिगानी जी, आपको हमने अनम्यूट किया है, प्लीज अनम्यूट करो आप, और आप सवाल पूछ सकते हो. यस सर, प्लीज आस्क.
हेलो, आपको आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
यस सर, यस सर.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, मैं सुन सकती हूँ. हाँ.
It was a nice session, and
Thank you.
I can.
जिग्ना जी, आप सवाल पूछ सकते हो आपका. जिग्ना जी, आप अनम्यूट करो और पूछ सकते हो सवाल.
आपने जो लास्ट एक्सरसाइज बताई बॉल से करके दोनों लेग को करना, वो उसका बेनिफिट क्या, और इतनी नहीं हो रही तो कैसे करने का उसे?
बेनिफिट क्या है ऐसा बोल रहे हो, राइट?
या
हाँ, बिकॉज ये जो एक्सरसाइज है वो लेग ओपनिंग, हिप ओपनिंग के लिए है. सबसे पहला उसका साइकोलॉजिकल एडवांटेज ये है कि जैसे हमारे हिप्स बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रेस स्टोर करते हैं, राइट? So when you do this exercise, it will allow the oxygen to penetrate into your hip joint region, which will already relax your mind. आप वो easiness feel करोगे once you do this exercise, like let's say for 2 to 5 minutes. I could not keep you on hold for that long time because I was short of time. So that is one of the psychological advantage of doing that exercise. Second thing is कि जैसे हम लोग पूरा दिन चलते रहते हैं, खड़े रहते हैं, हम कभी स्ट्रेच नहीं करते हैं अपने बॉडी को, तो ये बहुत स्टीव हो जाता है. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल बहुत सारे लोग को बोलते हैं कि आप कुछ नीचे गिर गया तो लेने के लिए ऐसा उठाओ, तो वो भी नहीं कर सकते हैं, राइट? तो बाय डूइंग दिस एक्सरसाइज आपके ये जो सारे लेग्स के मसल्स है, इट विल ओपन अप एंड लूजन अप, तो आपका बॉडी का रेंज ऑफ मोशंस बढ़ जाएगा. प्लस फॉर एथलेटिक रीजन, कुछ लोगों को जैसे कुछ एडवांस प्रैक्टिस करनी है कि जैसे स्प्लिट में जाना है, तो ये चीजों के लिए ऐसे वाले आसना इज वेरी हेल्पफुल टू ओपन अप देयर बॉडी. आई होप दैट आंसर्स योर क्वेश्चन.
हेलो,
हमारे साथ रजनीकांत पारेख जी है. यस, प्लीज आप पूछ सकते हो आपको.
हाँ जी.
नमस्ते मैडम, my age is 62. Hello, can you hear me? I have put question.
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
सर, थोड़ा सा दूर से बोलिए, हम आपको सुन पा रहे हैं.
Hear me? Hello, hello, madam. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, my age is
Yes.
62.
Yes. I can hear you.
My age is 62. I have started exercise just 2.5 months down. Can I do Sirsasana? Someone advised me not to do Sirsasana.
You want to do Sirsasana, ऐसा बोल रही है?
Yeah.
हाँ, ठीक है. आप मुझे इसके लिए थोड़ा सेपरेटली कांटेक्ट करना, बिकॉज आई वुड नीड टू आस्क मोर थिंग. आई कैन शो यू Sirsasana सेपरेटली, बट मे बी इट वुड नॉट सूट ऑल द ऑडियंस राइट एट दिस टाइम. सो मैं अभी नहीं सजेस्ट करूंगी, बट आप मुझे सेपरेटली उसके बारे में क्वेश्चन कर सकते हैं.
ओके मैडम, थैंक यू.
पूछ रहे 62 इयर्स कर सकते हैं क्या एक्सरसाइज ऐसे वाला?
सॉरी,
62 years एजेड है, so he can do Sirsasana or not?
Oh, okay. Question. Oh, definitely you can do Sirsasana at the age of 90 also. You know, so definitely you should. But then you should also check your health condition. कि जैसे आपका blood pressure है या ब्लड प्रेशर नॉर्मल है, मेंटेन रहता है, देन यू कैन डू. बट फॉर एग्जांपल बहुत ज्यादा ब्लड प्रेशर है तो आपको लॉन्ग होल्ड नहीं रखना है, आप शॉर्ट होल्ड के साथ कर सकते हो Sirsasana. But I'm not sure whether you are already practicing or you want to learn. If you are already practicing, then please continue with it. Definitely at the age of 90 also you can do Sirsasana.
हमारे साथ चेतन सोमनिया जी है। चेतन जी, आपको अनम्यूट किया है, आप पूछ सकते हो आपका सवाल। चेतन सोमनिया जी, आपका सवाल पूछ सकते हैं।
Yes, yes, it is ekdam super, very excellent, and your teaches every yoga step in very nicely and a very simple way. Thank you so much. And is savasana is necessary after a yoga session at the end of the yoga every day?
Okay, all right. Very nice question, and thank you for the compliments. And I'm glad that you enjoyed this session. For us, okay, good question that whether savasana is necessary. Yes, savasana is absolutely necessary because आपके बहुत सारी एनर्जी, बहुत सारे बॉडी पार्ट में मूवमेंट होती है, तो वो एनर्जी को सेटल डाउन भी करना होता है. Because if you walk out of your mat without doing savasana, then your energy will be distorted. So you need to centralize and digest and absorb that energy through savasana. But for me, most of the time, sometimes मैं savasana नहीं करती because I do breathing exercise instead. मेरा पर्पस था, इंटेंशन था breathing लेना, but maybe I'm short of time, तो मैंने breathing exercise नहीं ली है. But if I have to adopt the breathing exercise, I will start with the Kapalbhati at first, वो थोड़ा bit intense है, but that will help you to open all the channels of the body, all the nadis of the body. Then the second one I would like to practice is a Bhastrika Pranayam, जो आप जिससे आप lung की capacity बढ़ाते हो, और that asana is very helpful during this time of Corona because it really helps to maximize the volume of your lungs. And the third, the last one, which is very relaxing, which is Anulom Vilom Asana, alternate Anulom Vilom Pranayam, alternate nostril breathing. तो उससे ही आपका बॉडी इतना काम हो जाता है because you really slow down your breath. तो मैं बहुत बार अगर सिर्फ ये खाली प्राणायाम भी कर लूँ तो I don't need to do savasana or anything else. But yes, for doing this pranayam also you need to have a calm breath. That is important.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
हमारे साथ नम्रता श्रीवास्तव जी है। नम्रता जी, आप अनम्यूट करके पूछ सकते हो आपका सवाल।
Yeah, I wanted to ask that there are so many asanas as a posture, so which we need to do on regular basis, because if I'm going to do 30 to 45 minutes daily, then how to start and which asanas in starting, then middle, and how to end. So can you tell about this?
Yeah. Okay, Namrata ji, my first purpose of taking today's session is to show daily essentials. At the start of the session, I should have said that these are daily essentials. So in the first place जो मैंने आज करवाया है वो बहुत डेली एसेंशियल्स है, क्योंकि मैंने बोला है कि जैसे कि आपको इस तरह से अपना चेस्ट ओपन करना चाहिए, इस तरह से आपको लेग्स ओपन करना है, सूर्य नमस्कार टू गिव अ कार्डियो इफेक्ट आपको रेगुलरली करना चाहिए. Like these asanas, if I don't do anything also is part of my routine because मैं भी ये कुछ ना करूँ, कुछ भी intense ना करूँ, but ये तो मुझे करना है, तो ऐसा है. So these are all daily asanas. हाँ, इसमें आप बहुत कुछ ऐड कर सकते हैं, बहुत कुछ, जैसे कि आप बोर हो रहे हो तो उसमें आप बहुत कुछ ऐड कर सकते हो because every day you cannot do same thing probably. So it's okay, थोड़ा आप उसमें advance introduce कर सकते हैं. And the order of the
Yes, sorry to disturb you, but I wanted to know within 30 to 45 minutes, if we are going to do all the asanas, then it will take more than 1.5 hours, right? Means must do exercise like that, that these are the asanas that you should must do like that.
I understand because मेरी भी बहुत सारे बार प्रैक्टिस खाली 30-45 मिनट की रहती है and it is actually helpful, it is very much enough कि 30-45 मिनट की करो. उसमें है ना आप उसका ऑर्डर आप इस तरह से रख सकते हो, जैसे कि फर्स्ट 5-10 मिनट आप सन सैल्यूटेशंस पे स्पेंड करो, फिर उसके बाद जो मैंने स्टैंडिंग आसनास दिखाए, अभी आपको खुद को पता होगा कि कौन से स्टैंडिंग आसनास है, आप ऑर्डर फिक्स कर दो कि जैसे आज के दिन पे मुझे सन सैल्यूटेशन इज ऑलवेज starting point is standing poses, then the sitting poses में forward fold ले सकते हो, backward. Yes, can you listen?
Yeah, now earlier your voice was working. Yeah,
I'll continue.
Yeah.
हाँ, स्टैंडिंग के बाद आप सीटिंग, जैसे फिर आप उसको डे बाय डे आप फोकस कर सकते हो कि जैसे आज आपकी कोर एक्सरसाइज पे वर्क करना है, और मे बी लाइक इन अ वीक यू शुड फोकस ऑन योर कोर एक्सरसाइज, ऑन योर कोर मसल्स फॉर 2 days, तो आप वो 2 दिन पे कोर एक्सरसाइज दो। बट अलॉन्ग विद द कोर एक्सरसाइज आई वुड रिकमेंड कि आपके पहले दो तो फिक्स ही रखो, सन सैल्यूटेशंस एंड स्टैंडिंग पोस्चर, बिकॉज दैट गिव्स द फाउंडेशन टू योर प्रैक्टिस, राइट। सो फिर कोई दिन आपको, जैसे मैंने अभी वॉल के साइड पे स्ट्रेच बताया था, हैमस्ट्रिंग स्ट्रेच करना है, हिप ओपनिंग आसनास करने हैं, और मे बी कोई दिन आपको बैक बेंड करना है जिसमें आप चक्रासन और वो सब कर सकते हो। तो ये 2 या 3 कैटेगरी है, उसमें आप डिवाइड कर सकते हो, बट ऑलवेज कीप सन सैल्यूटेशंस एट द स्टार्ट, और लास्ट में एंड करते टाइम भी ऑलवेज कीप प्राणायाम, ऑलवेज कीप 5 मिनट फॉर प्राणायाम, बिकॉज प्राणायाम को हम बहुत सारे लोग इग्नोर करते हैं, बट आप प्राणायाम करोगे तो इट विल ट्रेमेंडसली हेल्प इन योर asana practice.
Yeah, okay. So no fixed set of the asanas, right? No fixed set of the asanas that we need to do regular. Means as you told, Surya Namaskar and pranayam. So in between means nothing is
Okay,
like
okay.
that. Yeah.
नम्रता जी, मैं आपको क्या करूंगी, आप मेरा पर्सनल नंबर भी ले लीजिएगा, आई विल गिव यू स्केड्यूल कि आप, एंड इन केस आल्सो इफ यू नीड एनी मोटिवेशन, एनी इंस्पिरेशन, आई कैन कीप ऑन शेयरिंग, राइट। सो आप, मैं विराट को डेफिनेटली आई आस्क हिम टू शेयर माय नंबर स्पेशली विथ यू, एंड आप मुझे कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो तो उसमें कर सकते हैं, बट एट प्रेजेंट आई वुड एडवाइस कि आप सन सैल्यूटेशंस और स्टैंडिंग जरूर करिए बिफोर डूइंग एनी आसना, उसके बाद मैं आपको और डिटेल में बताऊंगी व्हेन वी टॉक पर्सनली।
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah.
डॉक्टर बेगानी सर, आप पूछ सकते हो ना।
Hello, Sejal. I
Yes,
congratulate
yes.
you. I'm Dr. Senior
Thank
Surgeon in Bombay Hospital for last 43 years. I have been constantly doing my weight program and yoga meditation for last 50 years. My weight is constant.
Great.
Last Sunday, 14th, I
Great.
gave a talk. The key of your health is in your hand. It was a webinar.
Yes.
It is on Facebook available. And so this was my dream, that yoga is the preventive aspect of medicine. By yoga and meditation,
Yes.
we can improve our health. And that was my dream for last
Right.
several years. And now it seems that it is coming to be true. On this,
Great, sir. Great.
almost 220 countries are doing yoga. So it's a great thing, and my
Okay.
dream is coming true.
Great, sir.
I
Great, sir.
compliment
Thank you for
for
sharing
that.
your thoughts on the yoga. Yeah, thank you, sir,
Thank
for sharing your thoughts on the yoga and the benefits of the yoga one should do. Definitely, it inspires me to listen to your story as well.
In 1971, I was the best physique in medical college. So for last 50 years, my weight is between 70 and 75.
Okay, great, sir. Great, sir. I mean, being a doctor, you know, because like for otherwise other doctors, they just give medicine, and but you would know the best of the both world, that preventive and then post that. So it's really nice.
I give a paper to all my patients which shows the lifestyle, and the preventive aspect. 50% I say that this will help you, 50% only the medicines are going to help you. So if you want 100% result, you have to start doing yoga, meditation, eating habits, lifestyle, and 50% the medicines will help. So I always recommend that.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
We have a next question from Sona Parikh. You can ask Sona ji. I think is not available. Sejal, are you there?
Virag bhai?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. for arranging such a lovely program.
Thank you, Dr. Saab.
Yes, I'm back.
One question from Tatir sir. Tatir sir, आप unmute कर सकते हो आपको?
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Tatir sir,
hello.
हम आपको सुन पा रहे हैं. Please पूछिए सवाल sir.
Thanks, Sejal ji, for the way in which you are explaining this yoga in simple language. Just I want to know for blood sugar के लिए कोई exact कोई योगा है? आसन शुगर के लिए?
हाँ जी सर, शुगर के लिए ना, ब्लड शुगर, हाई ब्लड शुगर के लिए. हाँ सर, वही बात है कि एनी क्या बोलते हैं, ब्लड शुगर को भी हम डिसीज नहीं बोलेंगे, इट्स अ कंडीशन विच वी हैव टू मैनेज. सो इट इज अबाउट द एंटायर लाइफस्टाइल. जैसे कुछ मेरे यंग फ्रेंड्स, जो मेरे फ्रेंड्स जो थोड़े यंग एज ग्रुप में है, उनको भी है, तो उनको भी मैं एडवाइस करती हूँ कि इट इज ऑल अबाउट द लाइफस्टाइल. तो सूर्य नमस्कार इसमें वही है जो ब्लड शुगर में है कि आपका वेट को कंट्रोल में रखना है. फॉर दैट आई वुड एडवाइज अगेन टू डू सन सैल्यूटेशंस और वॉकिंग आल्सो इज अ फाइन. बट इफ यू आर अडॉप्टिंग योगा एज अ लाइफस्टाइल, मे बी देन सन सैल्यूटेशंस, सो दैट इट विल गिव यू अ कार्डियो इफेक्ट और आपका वेट लॉस वेट उससे मैनेज रहेगा. सेकंड है आपके बहुत सारे जैसे फॉरवर्ड फोल्ड करते हैं, तो उससे यहाँ पे जो पैनक्रियाज है उसको अच्छा स्टिमुलेशन मिलता है थ्रू अ फॉरवर्ड फोल्ड. So that is also a good way. Third thing is कि managing a lifestyle, जैसे कि आपका साइकिल है डे का, रूटीन लाइफ का, वो एक ही मेंटेन रखिए. जैसे एक ही टाइम पे सोना बहुत जरूरी है, एक ही टाइम पे उठना बहुत जरूरी है. कंट्रोल ओवर योर स्ट्रेस. एंड the fourth thing which I would advise you is doing a pranayam. उसमें आप कपालभाति प्राणायाम करिए, वो आपके लिए बहुत हेल्पफुल रहेगा, क्योंकि उससे यहाँ के मसल्स को बहुत अच्छा सा मसाज मिलता है.
Okay, thank you.
Basically, I would not say कि आप खाली ये करिए. It is the whole thing coming together would help you.
Can I have one?
Yeah.
Virat bhai?
Yes sir.
Virat bhai, see, 2016, the Nobel Prize was given on autophagy. The autophagy means upvas, in which the dead cells are shed out of body. And उपवास अपने तो 2600 साल पहले भगवान महावीर और आदिनाथ जी के टाइम से उपवास का महत्व दुनिया को बताया गया है.
जी सर जी.
उपवास का साइंटिफिक तरीके से प्रेजेंट होता साइंटिफिक वर्ल्ड में, तो आज कई नोबेल पुरस्कार जो है वो जैन धर्म को मिल जाते. और डायबिटीज के ऊपर योगा जो है, जैसा कि सेजल ने बताया कि जो भी आसन है जिसमें पेंक्रियाज स्टिमुलेट होता है, तो उससे इंसुलिन बढ़ता है. और 2016 का जो था रिवर्सल ऑफ डायबिटीज बाय योगा एंड मेडिटेशन, दिस इज आल्सो वन ऑफ द थिंग. रिवर्सल कैन टेक प्लेस. जो अपने जैन तरीके हैं ये कि भाई 8 घंटे तक खाना, आप पौरसी करो और चौबिया, तो उसके बीच में 8 घंटे का ही फासला रहता है, बाकी 16 घंटा उपवास होता है. एंड द डायबिटीज कैन रिवर्स. हमारे बॉम्बे हॉस्पिटल में डॉक्टर गोकानी हैं, वो पूरा पेट भर के आप फल खा लीजिए और उससे भी डायबिटीज को कंट्रोल करते हैं.
Great.
So there are,
Yeah.
I think we need to work on this.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर सर. बहुत ही बढ़िया डॉक्टर है हमारे साथ. एक क्वेश्चन है BH पायल जी से कि वेट रिडक्शन के लिए कोई आसन है क्या?
सेम थिंग जो हमने अभी भी बताया, मैंने डायबिटीज के लिए या किसी के भी लिए, इट्स एंटायरली अबाउट लाइफस्टाइल. उसमें आपको बहुत सारा डिटेल में करना है जैसे, तो प्लीज आई वुड सजेस्ट कि आप मेरे को पर्सनली मैसेज कीजिए, बिकॉज लाइक 5 years बैक मेरा खुद का भी बहुत ज्यादा वेट था एंड आई लॉस्ट 10 kgs. बट प्राइमरीली टू स्टार्ट विद मैं आपको बोलूंगी कि आप सन सैल्यूटेशंस कीजिए. पहले आपकी कैपेसिटी नहीं होगी, बट बिल्ड अप ग्रेजुअली फ्रॉम 12, 24, 51, 108. तो आपका दिन का जैसे कि 20-30 मिनट्स का कुछ भी कार्डियो होगा, इट वुड बी रियली हेल्पफुल। फिर उसके बाद आप कोई भी वेट बेयरिंग एक्सरसाइज कीजिए। आज का जो मेरा सेशन था इट वाज स्टिल मोर फोकस्ड ऑन फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी एलिमेंट ऑफ इट, बट आप वेट बेयरिंग एक्सरसाइज जैसे कि प्लैंक्स, लॉट ऑफ लंजेस, लॉट ऑफ फ्लो इन द मूवमेंट्स, वो सब आप ऐड करेंगे। कपालभाति इज अ गुड वे आल्सो टू लूज योर वेट, बिकॉज वो डायरेक्टली लॉस नहीं करेगा, बट इट विल एड इन द फास्टर डाइजेशन। So these are all the things, but definitely you can ask me more over the phone if you have any more questions on that.
Virag bhai, I want to make one comment on it.
Yes, sir.
एक सज्जन थे इंदौर से जिनका वजन 160 किलो था, और वो महाराज साहब से आशीर्वाद लेने गए कि मैं ओबेसिटी सर्जरी के लिए इंदौर जा रहा हूँ, और उन्होंने वर्षितप किए। एक वर्षितप किया, 60 किलो वजन कम हुआ। उसके बाद उन्होंने कंटिन्यूएशन में दूसरे दिन जब वर्षितप खत्म हुआ तो दूसरा वर्षितप किया, तीसरा वर्षितप किया, और इस तरह से उनका वजन 160 किलो से 60 किलो आ गया। इसका कोई साइड इफेक्ट नहीं है। एंड आई नो एज ए सर्जन many patient comes to us with after the obesity surgery with many problems. Metabolic problems होती हैं, कई complications होते हैं, and you know that एक पेशेंट थी इजिप्ट की, 500 किलो वजन था उसका, और यहाँ सेफी हॉस्पिटल में उसका ऑपरेशन हुआ। उसके बाद उसका वजन तो 150-200 किलो वजन कम हुआ, लेकिन अल्टीमेटली शी लॉस्ट हर लाइफ आफ्टर 6 months. So these obesity surgery are not the answer to obesity. अपने जैन धर्म में जो वर्षितप है और दूसरी लाइफस्टाइल मॉडिफिकेशन योगा है, इससे आदमी कम कर सकता है।
डॉक्टर साहब, जरूर जरूर। सेजल, कैन वी टेक लास्ट क्वेश्चन?
Yes, yes.
We have a question from Sona Parikh ji. Sona ji, you can ask.
Yeah. Am I audible to you,
Yes.
Sejal?
Yes, definitely, yeah.
Thank you very much for this session. I have actually started practicing yoga since like 1.5 months, and I'm actually loving it, and I mean I feel like I'm indulging in more and more, right? So
Yeah.
I was really looking for like pranayama, as you talk about them, like three style of pranayama, right? Bhastrika,
Yeah.
Kapalbhati, and Anulom Vilom.
Yeah.
Like if it is possible for you and all, can you show some, like for maybe 5-10 minutes?
Sona ji, is it okay if I explain you in person? I wouldn't mind spending time for you in person also. I wouldn't mind right now also explaining, but maybe because of time commitment, some other audience would have some other commitments. So for that reason, if you suggest, if all of you suggest.
If you are okay, and I mean I don't know that, I guess Mr. Virag has to say that whether it is okay for.
Because
I think we can take 5 minutes. Yeah. I think there is a time difference also. I mean, in this Sejal's country, it's around 1 o'clock.
No,
Am I
guys,
right?
for me, time is not a constraint. If you have 5 minutes to spare, I can show you.
Oh, that's
We can
at
take 5
night.
minutes, yes.
At night it is what? Okay.
No,
No
afternoon.
worries. It's the
Oh,
daytime.
okay. Okay.
Am I visible to everyone?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So first thing we will try with the Kapalbhati. So for Kapalbhati, like every time we can sit in a cross-leg position, or we can also sit in a Padmasana, whatever is suitable to you all. Okay. मैं थोड़ा सा fast forward स्पीड में जाऊंगी इसमें. So take your roll your chest back, roll your shoulders back, because while doing pranayama, it is very important to sit straight so that your spine remains in one straight line and energy can travel through that channels. So कपालभाति के बहुत सारे एडवांटेज है, जैसे वो स्कल शाइनिंग है तो उससे आपका फेस भी बहुत शाइन करेगा. You don't need to go to the beauty parlor for facials because it helps to remove out all the toxins from your body. ये थायराइड के लिए हेल्पफुल है, ये डायबिटीज के लिए हेल्पफुल है. इट इज हेल्पफुल फॉर सो मेनी रीजंस. इट इज हेल्पफुल फॉर वेट लॉस. सो इट हैज ट्रेमेंडियस एडवांटेज. सो कपालभाति हम करते हैं तो हमारा जो भी एक्सहेलेशन करना है वो स्टमक से, the air should go out from stomach. So we will initiate the exhalations from stomach. So we'll have to forcefully exhale, forceful stroke of the exhalations from the stomach. So it's like you can keep your hands on the stomach and exhale the air out like this. Dear friends, if you are all there, you can try that. Maybe I would suggest that we will do 20 strokes of the exhalations, okay? So close your eyes. There should not be any inhalation. Inhalation will be passive. Just focus on your exhalations, okay? So we will do that. 1,
100 80% डिस्काउंट है. ऑनलाइन.
last 5, okay. So that was all about Kapalbhati. जिसको हाई ब्लड प्रेशर है उनको जैसे कि नॉर्मली स्टैंडर्ड रेशियो है 1 सेकंड 1 एक्सहेलेशन, पर उनके लिए आई वुड रेकमेंड 2 सेकंड 1 एक्सहेलेशन स्ट्रोक लाइक दैट. ओके, सो बाय डूइंग कपालभाति आपके नाड़ियां खुल जाएगी अंदर की, राइट. सो फर्स्ट वी हैव टू बिगिन विद दिस बिट मोर इंटेंस प्राणायाम. इसको मैंने अभी खाली 20-30 स्ट्रोक किया है. एज यू एडवांस इनटू योर प्रैक्टिस यू कैन इंक्रीज इट अप टू 70-80, 120 एंड 180 मैक्सिमम, राइट. फिर आप ब्रेक लेके थोड़ा फिर और दूसरा 120 और व्हाटएवर यू वांट यू कैन डू दैट. बट आपको यहाँ पे काफी बर्निंग सेंसेशन फील होगा और आपके कोर मसल्स भी काफी स्ट्रांग हो गए उससे. ओके, द सेकंड प्राणायाम व्हिच आई विल डू इज द भस्त्रिका प्राणायाम. भस्त्रिका में हमें हमारा चेस्ट को बलून की तरह ट्रीट करना है. उसमें यू हैव टू टेक अ both forceful inhalation and forceful exhalations. हम कपालभाति में only exhalations पे फोकस करते हैं. इसमें both, because it is about lungs, that's why it is increasing the capacity of lungs. ये आसना करने से भी आपके, ये प्राणायाम करने से आपके बहुत सारे आसना पे भी बहुत अच्छा इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है, because your breathing capacity increases. And asana is not about only physical, but it is also about how you breathe. So okay, फॉर इनहेलेशन एंड एक्सहेलेशन में इसको पहले हैंड के साथ कैसे करना है, मूवमेंट बॉडी में वो बताती हूँ, राइट. सो व्हेन यू टेक योर हैंड्स अप, व्हेन यू टेक योर हैंड्स डाउन, एक्सहेल. सो लाइक दिस. So we will do 10 rounds of this, okay? Everyone together. Make a fist with your hands and start. Now आपको easy feel होगा. Just see, just observe this moment. This is very meditating. You won't feel like taking any breath. Just feel the calmness of your mind. After a while, you will take a breath. Keep your eyes closed. Very meditating. This is the stage of meditation you should observe. All right, you feel some calmness with this? Next round is the Anulom Vilom we are going to do. It's a bit tricky to understand to start with at the start, but for this asana we have to hold this Anusika Mudra. उसमें ऐसा है कि आपका thumbs open रहेगा. First 2 middle finger and index finger will be in a folded position, and last 2 fingers, little and ring finger, will remain open. So put your thumbs on your right nose nostril and put your ring finger and the little finger on your left nostril. So ये position रहेगा. इसमें क्या करना है? You have to start inhaling with your left nostril. You have to start exhaling with the left. First inhale करना है, तब right को close करना है. Then close your left and exhale from your right. Then again, inhale from the right, close the right, open the left, and then exhale from your left nostril. तो ये पूरा एक साइकिल बनता है. तो हम इसको करेंगे जैसे 5 सेकंड्स के रेशियो में. We will take a breath in 5 seconds inhalation, 5 seconds exhalation. Again 5 second inhalation from right and exhalation from left. So I will not probably do it with you, but I would count with you. Okay, so we will do 3 cycles of it. All right. So close your right nostril with your right thumb. Inhale from your left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close the left, open right nostril. Exhale from right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale from your right nostril. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale from your left nostril. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale from your left nostril, last round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale from your right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale from your right nostril. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale from your left nostril. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly relax. So I really like this last pranayam, which is Anulom Vilom. जैसे मैंने आज आपको बोला कि हम 5 seconds के काउंट के साथ करेंगे, because in 1 minute normal human take 14 to 15 breaths. That means कि उसका on an average inhalation exhalation होगा 4 seconds का together. But while we do this, for example, just as a starting ratio of 5:5, तो उसमें हम 5 seconds inhale, 5 seconds exhale करके 10 seconds is equal to 1 breath लेते हैं. That means 60 seconds in a 1 minute, we will take 6 breaths. So from 14 to 15 breaths, we come down to 6 breaths if we follow the 5:5 ratio. तो हमारा breathing cycle इतना slow हो जाता है. If our breaths are slow, our mind also won't have a lot of disturbances and a lot of thoughts crossing from our mind. तो वो भी काम होता है. That's why it is very important to practice this pranayama on a daily basis and at the end of the session, because your energy will really settle down with this pranayama. इसके बहुत सारे एडवांटेज है. जैसे आप सिर्फ खाली लेफ्ट नोस्ट्रिल से करोगे तो जैसे आपको रात को नींद नहीं आती है, एंजाइटी है, तो आप खाली लेफ्ट नोस्ट्रिल से प्राणायाम कीजिए, बिकॉज इट इज अ कूलिंग मूल चंद्रा नाड़ी बोलते हैं उसको. और जो राइट नोस्ट्रिल है, इट इज वेरी एनर्जाइजिंग दिस थिंग प्राणायाम. एनर्जाइजिंग आपका फील होगा इसके थ्रू प्राणायाम करने से. तो इट इज अ सोलर नाड़ी, इज अ सूर्य नाड़ी बोलते हैं उसको, सूर्य प्राणायाम भी बोलते हैं. तो उसको आपको जैसे कि बहुत कुछ हाई एनर्जी वाला, बहुत लॉजिक चलाने वाला काम करना होगा, तो योर राइट नोस्ट्रिल विल बी एक्टिव. बट इफ यू वांट टू रिलैक्स, इफ यू वांट टू ओवरकम द एंजाइटी, जस्ट डू द. बट in today's time, we need more left nostril pranayam because we are always on a high energy already. So yes, that's all about the pranayama.
Thank you very much, Sejal.
Thank you so much, Sejal. Despite of the timing difference, it's 1 o'clock there in the afternoon. You manage well, and entire session covered very nicely with the each and every question answer. We are very thankful to you on behalf of all the participants. They have already given many comments as
Sejal,
well.
can you see the sequence of the pranayam? Sequence of the pranayam. Which pranayam should we start first? Sequence of the pranayam.
First is Kapalbhati, second is Bhastrika, and third one is Anulom Vilom.
Thank you.
बहुत सारे प्राणायाम और भी है, but these are like really this thing daily, on a daily basis we can do ऐसे वाले प्राणायाम है, इसलिए.
थैंक यू सो मच अजय. अजय जी को भी थैंक यू बोलना हमारी तरफ से. बहुत ही अच्छा सेशन रहा. और
थैंक यू विराट सो मच. थैंक यू ICAI and thank you Viraj. I remember कि जब 4-5 years back you were you know, this making a platform for all CAs to connect together. I was the first few amongst them, and that time you were just beginning to bring everyone on a one platform, and now I can really see that where we have reached from that platform, and now I'm also amongst the one sharing this session today with you, and I'm definitely helpful and thankful. I'm definitely thankful to you for that.
थैंक यू सो मच। हम तातेर जी, जस्टिस तातेर साहब का भी धन्यवाद करेंगे कि वो आज भी पूरा सेशन अटेंड किए और बहुत ही अच्छा लगा सर आप आए। हम बेगानी, डॉक्टर बेगानी सर का भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करते हैं कि वो आए और हमें उनके इनपुट्स भी दिए और अटेंड भी किए सेशन, और उनको भी अच्छा लगा। सो थैंक यू सेजल वंस अगेन कि आपने सेशन किया और सभी को बहुत ही अच्छा लगा। सो हम कल मिलेंगे 8 बजे मॉर्निंग में अगेन। कल बहुत ही अच्छा सेशन है। हमारे आईसीआई के पास्ट प्रेसिडेंट निलेश सर भी आने वाले हैं, विपासना के बारे में बताएंगे। सो ऑल आर रिक्वेस्टेड टू ज्वाइन टुमारो एट 8 AM sharp. Thank you all. Thank you, Sejal.
Thank you all. Bye.